What up, gamers? It's your boy Ham Solo 05 Gaming here with you on the TSWS Gaming YouTube channel, here to bring you a little bit of rumors and some wild things going on within the industry. Today, I have a wild article from Mr. Jez Corden, which has the community kind of up in arms. It's not his article per se that has people up in arms, just more or less some of the rumors running around Xbox. So let's get some of his thoughts. We also have Clobril, some of his thoughts that he wrote down, and Tim Dog as well. And of course, I'll give you some of my thoughts before we get up out of here. But thank you so much for joining us. Let's go on ahead and get into it. Just Corden has an article here saying rumors suggest Xbox is bringing more games to Nintendo Switch and PS5, but what's the truth? Let's go on ahead and break down and go through this article. I'm not going to do this word for word, but I am going to tackle the parts that I thought were important. Another year, another round of third-party rumors. Over the past few days, rumors have been swirling that Microsoft is once again exploring bringing first-party Xbox games to competing platforms. For anyone keeping score, it wouldn't be without precedent. With the Activision Blizzard deal in the bag, Microsoft is effectively becoming one of the biggest third-party publishers on PlayStation and Steam already, with games like Call of Duty, Minecraft, Diablo, etc. distributed wholly under the Microsoft umbrella. The latest rumor mill doesn't pertain to that, though. Historically, console sales have revolved around the arbitrary gatekeeping of exclusive content. There's no reason why God of War or Super Mario Bros. Wonder couldn't run on Xbox, PC, or whatever else. But publishers don't bring it to other systems because they want you in their ecosystem. Even Apple has started exploring exclusive games with traditional console publishing in an attempt to grow its Apple Arcade brand. Times are changing though, and changing quite rapidly. What is clear is that Microsoft is actively thinking about this stuff, and we know this from the public conversations from the likes of Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella, Xbox CFO Tim Stewart, and Xbox CEO Phil Spencer. Speaking during the FTC hearings over the Activision Blizzard acquisition, Nadella emphasized that the only reason Microsoft produces exclusive Xbox games today is because the competitors do so. Spencer also said as much during a Wall Street Journal interview back in 2022. One of the reasons people pick different consoles is looking at the exclusive games that are available. If you think about Nintendo, a platform I love, people think of Zelda, Mario. These are iconic franchises that are available on those platforms. For us, we have Halo, Forza, and things that people love. Sony has their own set of franchises, so as we're shipping things, we'll definitely have new exclusive franchises coming to Xbox. There is no doubt. There's no reason to think this mentality has changed in recent times either. I know from speaking to sources that Microsoft is still building a large range of Xbox exclusives, announced and unannounced, and indeed the game in question, Hi-Fi Rush, has been exclusive to Xbox for a year. However, Xbox fans have been voicing their discontent on social media across the weekend. I understand the frustration with Microsoft's potential inconsistencies here and find it frustrating myself. But it's fair to consider the position Microsoft finds itself in 2024. Stuck in third place in a shrinking console market. Why stop at Hi-Fi Rush? Why not bring Ori, The Will of the Wisp, Forza Motorsport, Halo Infinite itself to other platforms? If it's really about increasing visibility for exclusive games or selling software, why are we stopping at Hi-Fi Rush specifically? What's the rationale there? And let's remember, this isn't confirmed yet. We're just assuming that it eventually could be confirmed. Hi-Fi Rush and other games moving to other platforms seemingly arbitrarily creates a cloud of confusion over the long-term identity for the Xbox brand. We are told that exclusive games create visibility for your platform. Games like Starfield, Elder Scrolls 6, Halo, and so on. But we could be moving to a world where every single Xbox exclusive announced comes with questions of platform agnosticity. We've seen the same with Marvel's Blade from Microsoft's subsidiary Arcane Games, who has yet to announce console platforms either. You don't see Amazon's The Boys moving over to Netflix any more than you would see Legends of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom on PlayStation 5. Xbox fans deserve the same consistency, and I suspect most would be on board with the idea of Hi-Fi Rush or potentially other smaller titles like Grounded or Pentiment going to other platforms. If Microsoft laid out a roadmap up front for what games will and won't be exclusives and offer the exact reason why. Now, a little while later, Just Gordon actually came out and said the real issue with Xbox games may be going to Nintendo Switch or whatever else is the fact that, Nintendo, etc., would never bring their content to Xbox. I get the business rationale selling software, but it's just inconsistent to do it occasionally. Why not everything, as he said earlier in his article. Tim Dog decided to quote tweet Jez Corden's tweet that I just got done reading, and this is what he had to say. He said, "I agree Xbox is all over the place with this, but if it's everything, it's a ghost town. In reality, they are probably actively working on a sequel, and this, in their idea, is a way of getting the game to more eyes, more players, for more success for future. That's fine, but you have to communicate this to fans. Otherwise, you risk, once again, a PR nightmare. Xbox is at the point where only they can mess this up. And yes, here we are. I tell you this, if games like Starfield go to PS5, even I will haul ass out of here. I think as tone deaf as Xbox seems it can be at times, I know they can't do that. I find that mad interesting that Tim Dog would just come out and say, I'm out of here if Xbox is going to decide just to port everything everywhere. And you know what? I really don't blame him. I completely understand that. Idle Sloth's tweet earlier says, Klobrille thoughts on the rumor circulating around the community regarding Xbox's future publishing strategies. If you try to serve everyone, you will end up serving no one. What's your thoughts on Xbox making their games available everywhere? Will this hurt or help their brand? And I'm going to tell you this right here real quick before we get into this article. It really seems like Xbox does not know how to retain trust from their own biggest fans. It seems like as soon as we feel like they're on a roll, they make a left turn when they told us they were going to keep driving straight. So this is really confusing, and it's wild when you have somebody like Klobrille that goes out of his way at every chance that he gets to make different advertising for Xbox. And I don't know that he gets paid by Xbox or anything like that. I don't think so. He might. I don't know. That's none of my business. But I know that a lot of people follow him to see about, different advertising, branding for Xbox and stuff like that. And they really appreciate his work. I've seen people like Aaron Greenberg, which is one of the head guys for marketing come out and say thank you and how much he appreciates Klobrille and whatnot. But even he's coming out here and speaking his mind. Let's actually get into what his statement actually says. Klobrille goes on to say, "No one is saying you have to share or care for the concerns Xbox fans have. That's totally fine. But there are logical reasons not everyone is happy with this direction. And this has nothing to do with the plastic box or console wars or whatever. I'm tired of reading this. If you think this is about the console, you don't understand anything. A brand, an investment, an ecosystem is defined by its games, by its library, and the moment you bring experiences to competitors, you give up a bit of that identity. Potentially, piece by piece, you'll actively take away value, reasons to get into that ecosystem in the first place. From here, it snowballs. You take away reasons to get into the ecosystem, your ecosystem potentially shrinks, your ecosystem potentially receives less third-party support, and suddenly you're an Xbox gamer are directly affected by these decisions. You'll ignite discussions when first-party games XY is coming to the to the competition. You'll inevitably hurt the value of your own brand. Such moves directly contradict some of the statements you as a company made in the past. Some of that is already happening today. But it's awesome more players get to play Hi-Fi Rush. Again, you seem to fail to understand what the concerns even are about. Of course, more players playing more games is awesome. Anyone would agree with this. What even is the kind of argument? It also would be awesome if more players get to play Helldivers, Splatoon, God of War, or Mario. That's an obvious non-statement applicable to literally every game ever, big or small. But these are good reasons none of these games are on Xbox. The point is, this is a one-way street. You won't see Nintendo or Sony experiences on an Xbox device or service, period. You cannibalize something that is unique to Xbox for more sales. Yes, you get more money short term, but you'll lose other values which can not easily be attached to numbers. There are too many cooks in the kitchen at Xbox, and Xbox wants to cook everywhere these days. I feel like the organization itself doesn't really know what it wants to be. So, of course, they fail to communicate that properly to its audience. I'm a hardcore Xbox user, and there are days where I don't understand their strategy, their decisions anymore. If I don't understand, how can you expect 2 billion of gamers to understand them? Xbox already is both first and third party publishers today, and I think people will need to get used to that latter becoming even more prominent at Xbox. If you're trying to serve everyone, you will end up serving no one. At the end of the day, this is still just a rumor. Xbox hasn't done anything yet, so all this is just talk, just theoretical. Just to keep in mind, I know some very amazing things happening to Xbox users this year, including one larger surprise. The biggest challenge Xbox faces is themselves. And for the love of God, I actually 100% agree with them on that. Xbox's problem has always been them standing in their own way. They make a decision, they roll back on the decision a little bit. They think they have some sort of control, they try to implement something new, and they go too deep down that rabbit hole of something new instead of doing what people cared about in the first place. Here they are trying to spread out now, and they're spreading out so much that they're losing where they came from. Where is the comfort zone with Xbox right now? Is it going third party? Is that the comfort zone? Is the comfort zone going to be in its next console? Because to me, personally, I don't think they're going to stop making another console at least until after the next generation. I completely think the next console, or the next generation Xbox will have their own console or whatnot. Will it be digital only? It's starting to seem more and more so. It really is, because if you make a port of Hi-Fi Rush, more than likely there will be a hard copy of it for the Switch. I'd be surprised if there wouldn't be one if they made it for the PlayStation as well. And then you have the argument that, hey, this console is treating my favorite or this game better than the publishers or the platform that published this game. So it's like, hold on a second, why are you treating the Switch customers to a physical game, but you won't even give that to Xbox customers, even though you're an Xbox studio? Same with like Ghostwire Tokyo or something like that. You know, it's just kind of weird. It's a head scratcher. I don't really understand it, and I'm not sure that I like it that much. But anyways, I've been here for a hot second with you guys just talking about this because I thought this was some insane news. And I tell you what, hopefully you guys aren't too panicked about none of this. I mean, this is stuff that's just speculation right now. Nothing's written in stone or anything right now, but it's definitely something to think about and something I wanted to provide you with when it comes down to like information and stuff like that. I want you guys to still kind of understand what's kind of going on and how other people within the industry are seeing things, whether they actually work there or they're just big time fans that have trusted sources and stuff like that. But anyways, this is your boy Ham Solo 05 Gaming from the TSWS Gaming YouTube channel, letting you know to keep it gaming or keep it moving. Peace out, y'all.